catches, puts up a three. Won't go. Rebound Bosh. Back out to Allen. His three-pointer. Bang!
Sorry, white people.
Boys be pay attention sometimes, girl. If you have a brain, you'll be dangerous. See, get your hair down, pull them shorts out you. Be by something. Don't do that to yourself, little mama. Talk about who is me. Girl, you know Nancy. That'll represent like me. Who'll say like me? One who'll make the hits like me. Girl, you know Nancy. Who'll do the things that I do. Run through your whole little crew. Pay for it if I got to. Girl, you know Nancy. Who'll run up in your eyes. Put my tongue off in your mind. Turn you and your mom's out. Girl, you know Nancy. Who fall up in the club. Free drinks for the show some love. Pay the ball for the thug. Girl, you know Nancy. Who make more figures than me. Who do more iller than me. And way more top billing than me.
To me, and you know that.
Intro.
No, wow. Girl, you know that. Yeah. Welcome to the Basement Sports Network post-game show. I'm your host, Roy A. Shepard. Shout out to the boy Cain Justin in the back, cooking up a new intro for the boys. Because as you see, the whole panel blacked out, melanated out. The entire team of the Cain gang is pulling up one time for the one time. We got my boy Cain, Kendall, Cain, Threat, Cain, TJ, Cain, Brian, and the chairman, of course, Cain Ricky on the panel today. Yo, the Heat actually fucking lost that game today to the Atlanta Hawks. I don't think nobody, like, for everything that we say, bro, I don't think nobody in this network picked them to lose this fucking game, especially not in this fashion. Jimmy, Mid, Bam, Ass, Tyler, all right, Kyle, best player on the team, Max, Ass, top to bottom. Shit need to be shook. And I think we got the perfect panel to shake it. So before we kick it to everybody, I want to thank Dan the Film Jet for the $10 dono. Consistency is key, ladies and gentlemen. He said, I'm not even surprised at this point. I kind of saw this coming. Pack them undrafted bums up to the victory league, especially Mr. Part-Time Associate 13. He can go too. I am not abstaining from any Bam slander tonight. Anybody can do what they want to do to that boy. Luke Apollon with the 199 dono. He said, pack Bam up now. Tyler has more heart. I will not argue with you. So we're going to start this thing off with my boy Brian. Brian, give me your thoughts on the game tonight.
I mean, my thoughts are that we saw what we've seen all season. I'm not surprised, honestly. I didn't pick the Heat to win necessarily. I didn't pick them. I didn't pick the Hawks to lose. Like, this is a 50-50 team. As my name says, why are we here? I don't know, bro. We shouldn't be at this point, honestly. I've been saying since the beginning of the season, this team should have been a lottery team. They should have, gave up on this team halfway through. We knew what we were seeing going in. We knew that this team could lose in the play-in. I'm rooting for a lottery pick because honestly, like when you think about it, if Adam Silver came to you, if Adam Silver came to the whole panel, everybody in the audience and asked, would you rather see the Heat play on Friday or would you rather have a lottery pick? I guarantee 99% of you are saying that you'd rather have a lottery pick. Nobody wants to see this team play on Friday because we know who they are. We know that they can lose games like this by fucking double digits where the Hawks missed 10 free throws and you still lost by 11 with Kyle Lowry put up 34. Herro actually had a decent game for Tyler Herro standards. Like, this is who this team is. I'm not surprised. I legit don't care. I'm really, really, really just trying to get to Friday. And I'm hoping it's a really, really big L. Like, I'm not trying to see a close game. I'm not trying to see a competitive game. I need the front office to see what this team is. Yeah, so shout out to the Heat for wasting another 2.5 hours of my life. I don't want to be here. I don't want to watch this fucking team. That's it.
That's why I told everybody they could be on, so nobody gonna have to stay here this whole time but my fucking ass. Want to thank Heather with the 199 dono. A little bit, almost racist, Heather. She said, you don't know now, LMAO. You one word away, Heather. You real close. Thank you, Luke Apollon, for the 199 dono. He said, our role players are beyond trash. Hell, our star players were beyond trash. A-Train with the 199 dono. He said, I want that black Air Force energy tonight, y'all. Listen, brother. Just let it cook. Let it cook. Thank you, Luke Apollon, for the 199 dono. He said, Bam soft as fuck. He said, soft serve like Brian been saying. There's a lot of things that we've been – them church shoes, Ricky. A lot of things that we've been saying out here that are coming to pass. Jose A. Lucas, I'm sorry, with the $2 dono. He said, was Bam's biggest fan. I want him gone for a haul. Sheesh. Alex Campbell with the $1.99 dono. Appreciate you. He said, Bam be back. Y'all killing me. HM with the $5 dono. I hope you're having a good night. He said, Bam is soft as fuck, but what he didn't surprise me. He's been soft as fuck since the All-Star break. Not tanking was a mistake. I'm tired of watching this team, as are we all. Want to thank Daniel Rutledge with the $4.99 dono. He said, I know I'm kicking the dead horse, but Bam ain't him. People are giving a lot of money to fuck up EBs right now. Like, listen.
Woo.
Hey, listen, brother. Like, I cannot stop y'all, brother, because boy was not it tonight. And usually y'all know, like, I'm a big Bam kind of defender, like, because of what he gives you on the defensive end. Even what he gave you tonight on the defensive end just wasn't a fucking enough. Ricky, we're going to come to you this time. Give me your thoughts on the game.
Well, let me just start by saying the Miami Heat are currently struggling to make the NBA playoffs. I'll just start by saying that. And I'm not going away from that agenda because most of y'all on that stupid Bird app can suck it. Yeah, look, I mean, Bam was Bam. Lowry had the one game that you probably didn't want him to have tonight. If I'm not mistaken, Clint Capella had, 22 rebounds? Who was guarding him? Never mind. Tyler Herro was Tyler Herro. I'm just giving you the rundown. The yearly midseason acquisition, Victor Oladipo, I'm not sure anyone's heard of him in about a month. Oh, no, wait, he had 30 points in a meaningless end-of-season game about a week ago, so cool, I guess. Gabe Vincent went out hurt. It got to the point where Kevin Love, the supposed star midseason acquisition, along with Cody Zeller, was basically ineffective. Kevin Love is known for rebounding, and they couldn't even play him tonight. Atlanta pretty much ran circles around Miami. It seems like they ran the same play multiple times and got a similar result every time. I remember a lot of stuff being said about Trae Young. Yeah, we're going to swallow him up. We're going to do him like Miami 2013 did Jeremy Lin, and he basically essentially cooked the Miami Heat. Look, we shouldn't have made it this far. This should be a lottery team, and at this point, whatever.
Hey, bro, they still have an opportunity to be a lottery team. I don't want y'all to even take that out your own mind. Only thing they got to do is lose on Friday, and they right in that 14 spot, giving them that last lottery spot. I want to thank Alex Campbell with the $4.99 dono. He said Tyler and Lowry give you an efficient 59 points and you lose by 10. The script was scripted. Thank you, James Todd King with the $19.99 dono. Divorce your wife. He said either I need to lower my expectations for Bam or he needs to get off my team. Also, good to see you, Threat. Figured you'd be here this evening. Thank you, HM, again with the $2 dono. He said maybe Lowry up this trade value. Silver lining. You on to something there. Kane Kendall, we're going to come to you, my brother. Give me your thoughts on tonight's game.
2 packs of ass everywhere. I'll start with 13. That boy was doo-doo. He smoked layups. He smoked the jump hook with the left hand. Ass on the offensive end. It was a lot of bullshit. But so next, I'm gonna go to 14. 14, y'all niggas can be fooled by that stat line at the end with them points. I saw that nigga run into his own man on the motherfucking fast break, bro. This is the NBA, fam. I saw him pull up for a 3 with his center standing underneath the basket. It don't matter who it is. They could have threw it to anybody. Bam was so garbage, like, on offense. Like, he don't do nothing. He didn't do nothing. He back in that mode where he just, you know what I'm saying, like, what do I do? And it's been like that since the All-Star break, funny enough. But I don't see no Jimmy slander. And that don't sit right with me. So I'm here to put number 20 at the front of the line. The head of the snake, you always got to cut it. Because Jimmy was in his Bam bag, if that's the case, smoking layups. That free throw line merchant shit only worked for so long. Every once in a while, that shit ain't going to pay off. Jubilaire said he missed 11 layups. I wasn't keeping count, but he missed a lot of them motherfuckers. Clint Capella was sending his shit back. What a jump shot. We want a 3-pointer from Bam. We want Tyler to be better on the offense end. Where your mid-range game at, Jimmy? Where your 3-point game at, Jimmy? You're the best player on the team. Where you at? I ain't see him out there. He ain't make no impact on defense. And what he said, fuck that point shaving shit. Jimmy had a quote, ain't nobody picking us, and that's fine. You don't gotta like me as a basketball player, this, that. And then went out there and put up a stinker. Let's keep it a beam. Everybody on the team, except for low down, dirty, fat son of a bitch, Kyle Lowry, made zero impact on the game. I don't care what you say. You can talk about Bam ignited like a little run to get the offense going. And when Kyle Lowry started get going at the end of the second, don't care. That shit don't matter. Tyler came out in the third quarter and started cooking a little bit, hit like 3 straight shots in a row, and then hit a 3. Don't matter. That shit ain't the impact of the game. The only person who put a dent in this fucking game was Kyle Lowry. And I can literally say there was no moments of the game. I can give Bam a moment. I can give Tyler a moment. Jimmy had no moments in the game in which he did anything. There was no Jimmy imprint nowhere, bro. And we've been killing everybody else. And all season it was looking back on what happened last year. And it's 22. Is Bam going to step up? Is Tyler going to step up? Today it was on Jimmy. Jimmy didn't play well. And also the next biggest op is fucking front office. I don't know if they need one more loss, bro. Like, if we keeping it a beam, like, do you really need one more loss to know that this ain't it, fam? I would, bro, somebody got to have a turn ankle. Bam or Jimmy, Tyler, somebody got to have a little messed up ankle, bro. Because that game that they finna play on Friday should not be competitive in terms of the Miami Heat. If you try to play to win that game, it's disrespectful to everybody who likes basketball. Because it's not, you winning don't get you close. It gets you closer to a championship, technically. So I can't say that. But long-term success, there will be none sustained off of becoming the AC. So let's be real, bro. Like, you got to stop it. Like, it's time to get in that lottery. Not even just so you can get a lottery pick and keep the player. I don't give a fuck. It's so you could do something with it. So an asset, I guess, if you want to call it that, bro. Like, look at our bench. Caleb Martin, Kevin Love, Gabe Vincent, and Max Strus, who both were starters, but they bench players at this point. They entered the rotation bench players. Like, come on, bro. Like, 61-38 on rebounds, dog. That's a whole team issue. That means people can't run fast enough. People can't jump high enough.
Motherfuckers ain't boxing out.
We don't box out. We still rebounds from each other. Come on, dog. Like, stop playing with us. Like, and I say us, the fan. Well, some of us fans, because some people like this team because they like their team. And as long as they like it, they love it. You know what I'm saying? And they dick suckers. Fuck this team. They need to throw this shit away. And thank Dan, the film gent, for the $5 don't know. Kyle Lowry is an overweight stud. Wow. Didn't expect him to cook tonight, but still script was screaming LOL. Okay. Everybody was trash, bro. That shit was nasty out there. Nobody did their job, bro. Like, only Kyle Lowry. Kyle Lowry is literally the only person who made an impact. But fuck all that. Fuck what I'm talking about. Fuck what you niggas about to say. From Darius Jordan, the nasty man himself. Thank you for the $60 dono. No more Caucus Mountain people, please. Also, Kang and Cass love to see it. We love to see you here, Darius Jordan.
Especially when you bring $60 with you. Want to thank Marcus Hunter with the $1.99 dono. He said Jimmy to Portland for picks, not Dame. No. Want to thank the homie the coolest with the $9.99 dono. 26 on 23 shots. The agenda lives on. Talk that talk. And by the way, Dale, I told y'all that weaving that weave wearing forward was going to stick it up tonight. Look at Kyle Lowry carry y'all team as usual. Thank you, Daniel Rutledge with the $4.99. Don't know. Jimmy stupidly locked in. Butler back at it again. I said something similar on the timeline today. Miami Heat 910 with the $1.99. Don't know. Time for a coaching change. Team too predictable. Yeah, move along. I don't need to hear that. Yeah, I like the fact that you called out 22, Kendall, because that's somebody who escapes a lot of bullets on this show often. And I see he's part of your name. So, TJ, we coming to you now, bro. Give me your thoughts on the game.
Yeah, Kendall, you was cooking, my brother, because that's the first place I was going. You talk all that shit, Jimbo. You talk about, let's get ready, for this game, and we're excited, and we rise to the competition. We don't give a fuck who picking us and all that other stuff. Let me talk about 19 shots. 21 points. Y'all want to talk about Herro being inefficient? That's very inefficient, especially for a man who don't shoot no threes. A whole lot of smoke layups. Let's get to Bam Adebayo. Bam Adebayo was putrid. It was good to see his defense finally come back. We ain't seen it since the All-Star break. Welcome back to the NBA, Bam Adebayo, but your offense was stinking. You was getting horsed by Clint Capella all over the place. You supposed to be African just like him. I don't understand it. Tyler Herro, I know you want to be a nigga. At least you finally played like one. In the second half, you was cooking, my boy. The floaters was going crazy. I like your little pull-up jump shot. Your first half, we ain't gonna talk about it. For the rebounding issue, no. When we get to specifics,
Okay.
Yeah, I'm talking about right now. The rebounding issue, bro. It's all team, bro. Nobody's boxing out. One pick and roll, bro. One pick and roll. The whole team is scrambled. Don't nobody know who they guarding. 8 people are wide open at the same time. The Atlanta Hawks are just picking shots. I mean, my Lord, what is going on? The offense can't offense. You're damn right I'm taking over. The offense can't offense, bro. Kyle Lowry was your leader. That in itself, you should have just tell you what a train wreck this game when Kyle Lowry was backpack Lowry. Lunch bag Lowry. It's disgusting, bro. I know we're gonna get to specifics. I got way more smoke to give, especially to Bam. But, bro, what a terrible! This is just an awful game to watch. Just seeing all my ops was succeeding, except for Tyler Herro. Shout out to my guy. But, like, bro, look, poor UD looked disheveled after he just dropped 24 points. Poor UD. I ain't never felt bad for UD a day in my life until today. Y'all are awful, man.
Bro, to that Lowry report, Lowry scored 33 points today. I just want that to sink in amongst the crowd. Threat, I don't know if we've ever gotten to a show where you went 18 minutes without saying a word. But my brother, the people would like to hear from you, as would I. So give me your thoughts on the game tonight.
I don't come on the stream unless the Miami Heat are in a fucking terrible and fucked up situation. And that's why I can thrive the best. It's like I'm not even a fan anymore at this point. I'm in negativity. I love this. Bam Adebayo. He's never gonna beat the allegations, I fear. He's awful. He should be ashamed of himself. You talking about a second option? A second option on what team? Not a good one. Tyler Herro. Getting hunted repeatedly, getting gangbanged in the first half of the game, wiped away by scores in the second half. I was there for the first. I saw the bang brush, brother. I saw it. I was there. I witnessed it. Kyle Lowry. Y'all let Kyle Lowry put you in a lunchbox today and carry y'all niggas? Y'all niggas should be ashamed. Oh my God, I'm so ashamed of these boys who suited up today, dog. I'm so ashamed. I mean, Pat Riley put together a terrible ass fucking roster. And y'all are shocked that we got out rebounded? Y'all were relying on Victor Oladipo and Kevin Love to be the savior for the last couple years in the postseason? And this is what we have. This is what we have. What we watching is beautiful. I love it. I love it. I love it. I love
it. Bro, cut that shit out, Judge. Oh, shit. Okay, I needed that a little bit, bro, because that shut out, bro. But it's real, though, dog. Like, we put so much stock in so many people who did not deliver today, bro. And I guess it's time for us to go to Bam, bro. And we're going to go the other way. I'm sorry, Brian. It's going to take us so long for us to get back to you. But you boy got to get up out of here. So, Threat, we're going to start with you on the Bam conversation, bro. I know all season long we've been talking about waiting to the playoffs to make a determination, and it feels like you've already made yours. But do you consider this a playoff game in which we could judge Bam? And if so, then kind of what's your judgment?
Absolutely, bro. I told y'all boys, wait till the postseason to judge players. All that regular season shit, throw it out the window. Throw it out the window. This where boys make their names. This where you get stamped. This where you judge your roster, see who's really, you know what I'm saying, really him and who's really not. Bam Adebayo is a good player, bro. He's a great player. He's not one of them ones, bro. We're in year 6. And you know what I'm starting to see, bro? I'm starting to get this feeling, bro, that everybody's saying Herro might be traded, Jimmy might be traded. Dog, it might be Bam, bro. I'm going to throw that into the atmosphere because it just really might be him. And I'm not saying I want him traded, but I can see him being the guy that ends up leaving on his own accord, actually, too. Wanting to be out, wanting to play with his dogs. I'm gonna be real with you, bro. I could really see that happening. I could see Bam dipping out, bro. I don't know. It's just the vibe that I get from the roster. But I am disappointed in Bam's performance. He's not gonna beat the Bam Simmons light allegations, dog. It's just another season, dog. I don't know when that gear is gonna kick in. Y'all say he needs a PG. I don't know, bro. I don't know. I'm tired of the excuses, though, bro. We in year 6, bro. Going into year 7. This is his 6th year, dog. There's no more excuses, bro. I'm tired. I've heard them all. He has time to prove himself. He got one more game, possibly, and then possibly a series. He got to show me, bro. Because as much slander as Tyler Herro gets, Bam got to get that, too. And it's coming. Slowly but surely, but it's coming. He's got to find that next gear, bro, and it's got to be on offense because the defense is just not it's not cutting it enough, bro.
If you look at the timeline though, like the slander for Bam is here now. Like people are sick of that shit. Just being honest with you, and I think like we've given him more grace because we appreciate what he does defensively. But it's hard to rule out some of the arguments being made like against Bam. Like the offensive shit is real, bro. Bro is not it on offense, bro. And I know, like, some of us have high hopes for him, like you said, getting a point guard, maybe being a second option. But I think that shit, we need to have a serious discussion about whether or not we think Bam is even capable of being a consistent second option. TJ, I'm coming to you on the 13 conversation, bro.
I don't want to be that guy, so I'm not going to be. Bam is like, he's good in theory on offense. Like, what he's supposed to be good at, he's good at. The problem is, like, bro, just don't do it, right? He's a very good athlete. You know, he got speed over these bigger defenders. He's supposed to be stronger than the small defenders, but he just don't use it. It just don't make no sense, and it don't help that the team don't put him in the position to where he just naturally falls into that, right? He's not naturally falling into like easy lobs like Clint Capella is and John Collins is. He's not just getting easy catches on the dunker spot. They're not finding him when he's wide open. But also Bam can't be pussy, bro. He can't just be sitting there watching while all the other stuff is going on, bro. You're supposed to be the second best player on the team. You're supposed to take initiative, get the ball, and go do something with it. Like he just don't do the stuff that he's supposed to do, and it makes everything else look so much worse when he's just looking like he's just out of the mix, bro. Like he's in another world and he's just looking for handoffs. It makes all that shit so much worse when he's just like going through the motions, bro. And it happens way too much with him, especially for the expectations that we've set on him, the franchise has set on him, that he's put on himself. It happens way too often, bro. And I try to be Bam defender because I think there's a there's a balance, bro. It falls somewhere in the middle. Some people are like, get this nigga off my team. Other people are like, he's the greatest thing ever, and there's no slander for him. I think it falls somewhere in the middle, and I've tried to defend him because I think the one side with him getting him out of here is just way too much. Like, niggas talk crazy, like he a bum or something like that. But he got to be better, bro, because there's no, like I said, there's no more excuses for bro. You can only say like, oh, he's young and he's not in a position to succeed so much, bro. Like he gotta figure it out eventually, bro. You gotta be an adult, you gotta be a man and figure it out for yourself.
No, and I think to that point, like there are parallels between he and Tyler Herro, which is something else Thread alluded to, whereas like Tyler Herro has that same kind of evenly distributed like fan base. Half of us hate him, or half of y'all love him. The other half of us hate him. Like that happens. And so Bam needs to he's experiencing the same thing now, and it's been overlooked by a lot of people. But now it's just too hard to ignore, bro. Kendall, where are you on the playoff judgment thing? Like, does this count as part of the judgment for Bam Adebayo?
For sure it does. I mean, they playing for something. You know what I'm saying? They trying to get in the playoffs. My problem with Bam is that he not selfish, bro. Like, and that for me, that's my main issue. And Thread said he's not one of them ones, like, you could double stamp that. That's obvious. Like, you know what I'm saying? And I just can't wait for people to come at me about, you know, my stance on Bam, because me saying he's not one of them ones, me saying, oh, you could reset and build around him, doesn't mean that he has to be the best offensive player. Because and I'm stamped on this, bro. I never thought that Bam could be some offensive dynamo. Never. When niggas was telling you Kevin Garnett, like, I was never buying it. When he played good in the bubble, it was like, okay, you know what I'm saying, the fandom in me. But, bro, like, never bought into it. I never thought he could be this good, like that good offensively, where he could be someone where it's like, okay, you know what I'm saying? He could be 25, 27 points per game. No. He showed me you could get 20. Now I know that you're not good enough to carry. Like, he's never going to be that good here with this roster, for sure. Like, Bray is what he is in terms of, like, as a player, and I think he's a very good player, like Threat said. But he's obviously a very good player that needs help, bro. Like, that's just something that we can't get past. And the thing is, and why I'll stick to this point when it comes to Bam, I need him to be more selfish, bro, because it's just like, bro, let me just see what you could do. Like, I've kind of seen what you could do on your own. Just keep fucking doing it and being selfish. But where I stand when it comes to Bam and when it comes to someone like Tyler, and why those things will never equate to me and never see help nobody be better on the basketball court. No way, shape, or form. Like, Tyler don't help nobody on defense. Tyler don't pick up nobody on defense. Tyler ain't switching out on the best player on it. So it's just like, when I see those type of things happen, it's like, okay, I can understand that. But I just know that man, Bam, is not Kevin Garnett on offense. Bro, in my opinion, somebody saying, is that he could be Amari Stoudemire. That don't mean he need to leave Nash, especially in this day and age of offensive basketball. But you need to put somebody there. When you see Stoudemire with a guard in New York, what happened? Career fell off a cliff.
Boy was out there punching extinguishers and shit.
You know what I'm saying? As soon as they let everybody else go and they got another score in there, game fell off a cliff. Melo pulled up and his game fell off a cliff. Bam is never going to be that guy. I think he could be the third best offensive player on a championship team, and he can have two-way impact where, you know what I'm saying, every once in a while he could carry for a series. It is what it is. But people, like Twan said, people can trade. The fact that people want to keep Jimmy Butler here and Tyler Herro here, instead of just, if you're going to, like, punt it, then punt it. Fuck it. But you got to keep the best, like, asset that you got going forward, because I don't think he's going to win no chip if you trade Bam for who y'all want to trade him for. I'll just say that right now. So, because this is my last thing. People say Embiid. Man, go watch Game 5 and Game 6 last year in the playoffs. When Embiid was going up against him. Now, if you say Giannis on the table, I am interested, and that deal is done. If you say a Jokic, I will think about it because that deal may get done more likely than not, especially if I got a healthy Jimmy. But fuck all that. That Embiid shit, man. I seen that nigga get his shit. Took the same way Threat said you get stamped in the playoffs. Tell me a big Embiid moment in the playoffs. Bam, a bigger moment in the playoffs than Embiid does. Because Bam did his thing against Boston in the 2020 Eastern Conference Finals. You can't tell me not one moment where you say, "Oh, look at Embiid." You know what I'm saying?
And to be real, you might not get one in the first round either with him being matched up against Brooklyn and Nick Claxton over there. Like, Claxton might give him hell in the playoffs too. So you might be talking about the same thing again. Kendall, your internet's fried.
Yeah, I know. I see it. I'm out of here anyway.
Oh, you sliding?
Yeah, out of here. Wait, hold on.
Okay,
Not yet. I ain't just.
Okay.
I got some more hate to get off my chest.
No problem. I want to thank my boy Dan the Field Jet with the $5 dono. He said, just like the Allstate commercial, get James Pugh and be better protected from mayhem like the Miami Heat. Speaking of my man James Pugh, we want to thank the primary sponsor of the Basement Sports Network, which is our guy James Pugh and the people over at Simple Health Advisors. Insurance does not need to be complicated, ladies and gentlemen. Email them or give them a call today. Email our guy James Pugh at jpugh@simplehealthadvisors.com or give them a call at 321-345-7738. Again, that is 321-345-7738. Want to thank my man James Pugh for sponsoring us all year long. Been rocking with the kids since the beginning of the season and has been instrumental in our growth as a network. So we appreciate him. Another thing that will be instrumental in our growth is if all the people in this place right now would like this video, and if you are not already subscribe to the Basement Sports Network. That is the type of currency that we appreciate as well, even though we do like your money. But you guys make sure that you subscribe to us so that you can catch us every time that we're live and like this video. Ricky, you and let's see, Adam Barran, he said if the Heat win their game on Friday against either the Bulls or Raptors, their draft pick will be number 20. They will then go on to play the NBA's overall 1 seed, the Milwaukee Bucks. If they lose, that pick becomes number 14 and enters the NBA lottery. Do the right thing. I think the right thing is obvious in this point. In this case,
Dallas
Ricky, the NBA only asked because of what they did, but them boys are going to win in the end because they're going to add some more talent to Luka and Kyrie, and shit might get treacherous because this draft is pretty deep. I did want to give you guys an opportunity to talk about the Bam conversation. Ricky, we're going to come to you, and then we're going to.
Yes, sir. Well, here's the thing. You know, if I could take y'all back a little bit, if you were a Laker fan from 2008 through about 2012, you weren't exactly stressed if Lamar Odom didn't have 25 and 15 because you had Kobe and you had Powell, and you most likely had Bynum for at least most of that. That's usually how that works. If you were a fan of the Chicago Bulls in the 1990s, you weren't exactly vexed if Bill Cartwright, your starting center, didn't have 25 and 15 because you had Michael Jordan, Scottie Pippen, and then Horace Grant and B.J. Armstrong, as well as John Paxson, who seemed to make everything he put up. The reason I'm saying that is this. I think if you depend on production from a player who should probably be your third or fourth option, then you are not going to get far, and your ceiling will be limited by his tentativeness. For example, tonight, you're looking at a player in Bam Adebayo who, when you compare him to Tyler Herro, Tyler had twice as many field goal attempts as Bam did. Bam, I think, took only 12 shots tonight. Now, I know we've talked about this ad nauseum, so I'm not going to go over the whole Tyler Bam stuff and how people are being ignored. But the thing is, he is supposed to be a franchise cornerstone. The problem is the two guys that are supposedly ahead of him on the scoring chart or the hierarchy aren't the people you want. You can't have a high-level role player out shooting one of your franchise cornerstones, especially if he's supposed to have the bag. Now, there's two things that come to mind when I think of that. For Bam, it's two things. One, he hasn't done a good enough job of developing his game since he was drafted. And I'm well aware of the fact that, when he initially came out, we weren't expecting whatever, but this is what he became, and this is what he demanded in the offseason a couple years ago, and now this is what the expectation is. At the same time, if it's not that, the Heat haven't done a good enough job of developing this guy into the kind of center that you wanted him to be. And it begs the question, do they have a history of developing big men? Well, when they traded for Shaq was already established in the league for a long time. When they traded for Mourning in 95, Mourning was already who you were going to deal with. Turner, jab, hard dribble, jump hook. Every Georgetown center from that time onwards had that in their bag. Hassan Whiteside, I mean, he blocked a bunch of shots and then the league shifted away from that. So it's two things. Bam hasn't sought it out, and the team apparently hasn't really worked on that with him. And not only that, they haven't built a team around him that would be good enough to actually emphasize his abilities. For example, take Mr. Minister Two-Tone on the other corner of the screen. His favorite team, the Magic, they had Dwight Howard for a very long time. Now, granted, he never played with a pure point guard, but he had enough talent around him to where they could maximize Dwight's abilities while also fielding a competitive enough team that eventually made it to the finals and was arguably the best team in the Eastern Conference at around that time. So I'll close by saying this. I think there's a twofold blame game, if you will, when it comes to Bam. He's not that guy. He was never one of them ones, as you guys like to say. And the Heat, in terms of developing him and developing a team around him, haven't done a good enough job. Kyle Lowry and Jimmy Butler aren't a good enough fit for him. You need two better players than him so that way he can settle into his role. Lamar Odom truly became great once you realize that you had Kobe, Powell, and Andrew Bynum ahead of him. So all he had to do was everything else. If you make Bam your cleanup guy, your rebounder, your roaming defender, your free safety, if I can borrow a football term, then he will flourish. But in his current role, he will never satisfy this team. He will never satisfy the fans, and he will not elevate you to the level you're supposed to be. I once said that Bam, in a certain analogy, is Goku. In reality, he's more like a Piccolo or a Tien or a Yamcha. He's not Goku. He can't be your Goku. Goku's out there waiting. Maybe he's in Portland.
Okay, Ricky, you know them anime bars always go hit with the boy. Thank you, James Todd, with the 1999. Don't know. He said people talking about we take Bam for granted and that 2010 doesn't grow on trees. Yet we saw the same man have 12 and 9 and less impact on the game than the guy in Capella who had 2 points. This man might be a high level. Never mind. Hey, bro, don't give us no more video ideas. We get in trouble when we start saying things like that out loud. But hey, bro, it might be true. Kira Bless with the 199. Don't know. Said Bam is a small forward. Bam needs to shoot threes. I don't know how that would help. I don't. I think I'm with Kendall. Jimmy
that nigga a small forward. He can't dribble. Yeah, bro.
Exactly. Brian, I'm sorry that you had to wait so long. But yeah, Bam Adebayo.
Yeah, I mean, to sum up basically what everybody's saying is that, like, we're all waiting for Bam's balls to drop in the playoffs, and we haven't seen it yet. Listen, I'm not going to say he's a high-level role player. The dude has been two-time All-Star, All-NBA defense, like all that shit, you know, in the running to be Defensive Player of the Year. Like, he is an elite player, an All-Star level player. If you're just a role player, like, you don't see those guys, those type of accolades. Those are the guys who win 6th Man of the Year because they just shoot a fuck ton. But that's neither here nor there. Like, dude has all the talent in the world. Like, I'm not gonna, get shit on a guy who averaged 20 and 9, should have been 21, but he started that pussy shit in the second half of the season. But it doesn't really matter that he has, the fact that he's been hitting the midi all season, the fact that we know that he can drive past bigs, the fact that, again, he's a crazy athletic center. If you want to run a pick and roll with him, you throw it up, a good lob, with emphasis on good lob, he can catch it, throw it down. It's kind of like, if you won't do it, it doesn't matter. It's like being a boxer and having dynamite in your hands, but not really willing to throw. If you're going to jab, point fight, I do not care that you have power because I know that you're not going to try to hurt me. And Bam is kind of the same way where it's like he can do a lot of shit on the court. He just doesn't. And the fact that he's too pussy to call for the ball, is too pussy to go to his teammates and be like, hey, bro, why'd you take a pull-up three when I was right fucking there under the basket? How come
he also gets ignored too?
How come you can't run a pick and pop with me? Like, he's not going to do it. I think that Bam could be the third best player on the championship team. He could be the Chris Bosh to, you know, a LeBron and a D Wade, or hypothetically Donovan Mitchell and Jimmy Butler. But that's on the front office because they thought that Tyler Herro was a similar player. But again, neither here nor there. So like, listen, we've seen this shit multiple times. He's had moments in the playoffs. He's had moments in the regular season, long stretches of success, long stretches of being meh, whatever. And at this point, it's that mental switch, bro. I don't know if he's gonna flip it. It's hit or miss. I'm not betting on it either way. For all I know, Bam comes in tomorrow or into the Friday game and is like, I'm actually a good player, because we know what he did this morning. He looked in the mirror and he said, I am a role player. So, hey, bro, if he breaks that habit, cool. If not, the Miami Heat need to get a guy who could actually be that first option. They won't, because we know how they roll. We know that next season they're going to come in with a whole new cast of undrafted role players, and they're going to try to sell them as actually talented young guys. And young guys are going to be like 25, 26, 27 in the rookie season. But again, neither here nor there. Yeah, I'm not surprised from what I saw from Bam. This is par for the course at this point. It's consistently inconsistent. Go get someone else to where it doesn't matter. That's where I'm at. I don't really give a fuck about what Bam's doing. Go get a number one guy that can negate all of this. Apparently Kyle Lowry's that guy today, but I want someone that's like actually that guy, so that we're not worried about whether or not Bam has 12 or 20. Like, what Bam does on offense should be the thing that puts you over the top completely. But you need a guy that can be the number one. You need Jimmy to really be your number two. You need Bam to fill in when Jimmy can't, or just be that third scoring option.
I like that. I like the idea that saying that Bam should max be your third option. Let me go back to QR Bliss code comment before. Thank you for the 199 donor. He said found y'all 4 years ago on the other network. Love. Appreciate you, brother, for following us. Welcome home. Thank you.
Caucasian network for you.
Niggas ain't been doing this for 4 years,
Hey, bro,
but I'm glad you did.
Let my dog live for the 199. Thank you, L, for the $5. He said I was so disgusted in Ben today that at one point I wanted Haslem in for him. Look what Pat Riley is putting us through. Hey, listen, brother,
don't you ever say no shit like that again.
Hey, listen, last time I seen Udonis Haslem play basketball, he had 24 of them things. Just saying, could have used that from Idris this evening. We didn't even get that. Threat, I know you got to pull up out of here. That is crazy that I said it that way. Threat, I know you got to leave momentarily. Go ahead. Give your thoughts on whatever it is that you want to talk about before you slide.
I'm praying and hoping for a Miami Heat loss. I am over this season. I want this motherfucker to end so very badly. We've been through hell and back. Even though I only watched 5 games this season, I know y'all been through hell and back, and that makes me incredibly sad for y'all. But think about the hours wasted this season. We are in the worst situation you could possibly be in. I told y'all this 3-4 months ago, bro. We are in the worst possible situation. You're not good enough to win, and you're not bad enough to lose. Well, that can change. That can change, my good friend. All we got to do is lose the very next game, and your fate can change. Pat Riley, do the right thing. If you don't, we will put you in a home, and I mean that in a very, very, very threatening way. Take that however you want.
Well, your name is a threat. So, thank you, Q Flash, with the 199 dono. He said y'all wasn't on Postgame in 2019. I swear, LMAO. No, sir. I've been streaming longer than all of them except for Ricky. I started in 2020. Yeah, y'all saw him already, so put it back up here. He is up here still. We got my boy Bubble. If you look down in the lower left-hand corner, you will see a little mini him. Bubble, welcome to the show. Give your thoughts from down there, please.
Is this what Clint Capella says to Max Strus and all of the Heat centers? Give your thoughts from down there, please. What a fucking disgusting display of basketball through and through. I need to see Max Strus off of the basketball court and on the Monopoly board. The man is built like the thimble. I'm fucking sick of this. I can no longer see that man play basketball. Kyle Lowry had his best NBA game in 7 years. Can you believe that tonight? 7 years. I was 16 years old looking for a prom date the last time Kyle Lowry played a game like this tonight. If you would have told me Jimmy Butler would have dropped 20 plus, 10 plus assists, Kyle Lowry would have his best game since Trump was sworn into presidency, since Jorge Masvidal was a respected fighter.
He never was.
Like, that's lunacy, man. I mean, this team needs to lose. There's no other option on Friday. There's no other option. Milwaukee will kick our shit in 4 games so fast. It would be so bad. I don't know if you guys can see the name, but my name is Winslow Bros because Jimmy and Bam just smoked layups for 48 fucking minutes tonight. Listen.
Almost had him.
Listen, if we would have won tonight, I would have told you Celtics in 7. Like, can I? But you know.
Yeah, right.
You gotta put the agendas.
We are so cooked, man. Like, this team is so down bad. We have 3+ guys next year making $30+ million, and we are April 14th. We'll be playing for our playoff lives. That is absolutely nuts. This is definitely the most expensive playing team in NBA history, right? Like, we have that record done. Shout out Mickey Arison for providing those checks. It looks like to me, bro, that it was just funny that the Heat got cooked on everything they pride on: defense, rebounding, hustle, depth. All that shit went out the window tonight. So that was absolutely crazy. I don't know if we're gonna win the next game. I don't like us against Toronto.
100% the Heat are going to win that next game, bro. To piss everybody off, bro. It's just you know how they do. Kendall, I know you said you was gonna slide pretty soon too, bro. So any last words that you would like to get off your chest before we go ahead and let you cook?
Tyler Herro had 0 assists, but he had a B+ game or B- game. Hey, man, you got the ball in your hand that much, you ain't playmaking for nobody. You running all them screens, and now one of your passes led to a bucket. Hey, man, a lot of players in this league can get 20+ points if you got 26 shots or 24 shots or whatever the fuck it was. Let's just keep it real. Like, and then outside of that, what else do we talk about when it comes to him? I got smoke for that boy. Just like we got smoke for him. Just like I got smoke for Jimmy. Dude had the most like moving 9 points ever, bro. Niggas that cut the lead down, it don't move me. Unless you get us all the way back. Man, like, they should be ashamed of themselves. Duncan Robinson ain't played tonight.
No, that'd be one of the things that kill me though, Kendall. Like when people be like, this game, we would be losing by 50 if it wasn't for Tyler. Like, well, bitch, what happened then when we started losing by 20 in the beginning of the game?
Like, bro, I knew we was cooked, bro, when he pulled up for that 3, bro. Like, that's selfish basketball, bro. That's low IQ, and that shit runs through and through this team. Like, bro, come on, let's be real. But we be watching him, man. Like, everybody punching up above their weight class. Tyler Herro is a cool 6 man. Cool, I said that for TJ. Like, he's a cool 6 man. Like, he's not a starter in this league, bro. Like, a guy who can't play defense can only start unless you're playing on a super team and you can shoot, or if you can, you know what I'm saying, get 25 of them things, like Trae Young can. You put up with Trae Young not being able to play defense because Trae Young can start the game out facilitating. Fuck what Rob Sports talking about. Yes, he's talented, bro. Like,
but he said we talented. That's the only part I care about.
like, if you don't think this game falls on Tyler, like, bro, then you don't know basketball. Bro, because he was ducking and dodging every screen, every pick and roll that they were trying to put him in. Begging Caleb, get back so I could get up out of here. Like, be real, bro. Like, the game started out, the Hawks came out and said, Trae Young, Quinn Snyder know how to coach basketball. Let's just say what it is. He's smart enough to know about the struggles Trae Young had against this team. So in that, he said, Trae, you're going to just bring the ball up and you're going to immediately pass it to DeAndre Hunter. And DeAndre Hunter had Tyler Herro on. He threw it to him in the post. He gave it to him for picker, screen, and rolls. And, bro, Tyler could not guard him. If that man can't guard the Hawks, fourth option, but we talk about who got paid too much. Man cried and bullied his way. He bullied the Heat front office, and that ain't on him. Shout out to him for pulling that up. Like, they gave him $30 million, and he can't even play the other side of the court. He's sorry as fuck. Them 26 points, y'all lying if you say it moved you. Like, you lying. Because when you look at, even if I don't do the plus minus, but he was minus 10. The worst on the team. The worst in the starting five. Take that for what you will. The team needs to reset or go out and get one of them ones. See there? These are people who, Alex Campbell, go watch the first quarter again. How often do you see Tyler Herro pick up 2 quick fouls? It doesn't happen. You know why? Because he's never guarding where the ball is. But the Hawks were smart enough to say, we gonna give the ball to a motherfucker where you have nowhere to go. Go watch it. Didi, Dodo head. No, they didn't move. I literally said nothing. I said everybody played bad. So yeah, team sorry. Hopefully Friday we get this L. We get to that lottery and we really try to have something so we can maneuver. Y'all have a good night. And you already know, Cain Gang, Maserati.
You know it.
Stop being too a dick sucker. And everybody like and subscribe to the business. Because we here.
For sure. Appreciate you, Kane. We rotating the boy Kendall out so that we can bring up. I don't, damn bitch. Then we rotating him out so that we can bring. Why did you make him small again? Oh, you played Ant Small. Fine. Want to thank the boy Carlos Lopez for the $20 dono. He said, this is the most embarrassed I've ever been to see a Heat fan. No power forward in the offseason, no trades in the last 700 days except the dump salary. This team is flat out broke. Just look at the disgusting roster construction. Bums. I agree. So next person we're going to rotate out is Kane. Ricky, give me your last thoughts before we go ahead and get you up out of here and bring on the last person on the panel.
Oh, damn. I'm not coming back? Wow, rude. Okay. Well, so here's the thing. I mean, I don't want to reinvent the wheel or anything here. I'm just reminded of a comment that I feel like a lot of people feel. It's from a gentleman by the name of Ty. Well, I don't want to misgender you, so a person by the name of Ty. Dame, Brown, Young, Beal, Levine in that order. Miami has to get of the following this offseason. Just all caps, just yelling. I don't know why you're yelling. Yeah, dude, how do you propose we get them? With what? Is Riley going to put his rings on the table over to Portland or Chicago and be like, hey, I want these players now? Is that how that works? You see, I think, look, this speaks to this idea that because of a few choice, well-timed trades in the past, there's this idea that Pat Riley's going to magically make a big deal that makes everything just turn out to be amazing for this team. I mean, come on. First of all, there's a reason nobody wants to sign DeMarcus Cousins. There's a reason he's in Puerto Rico right now. We won't even go there. This Heat team, like, what are you giving up? What exactly would another team, after watching tonight, want and think, man, this guy, especially as his salary is about to spike next summer or this coming summer, this guy will help my team so much to the point where I will trade a transformational, potentially generational player for. I think we need to start living in reality. Okay, this Heat team sucks. They've made their own bed. Now they've got to lay in it. And quite frankly, I think I tweeted this a little earlier today. This whole notion of Heat culture and how they draft under undrafted players and all that. Honestly, that's just a glorified form of exploitation. They get a bunch of undrafted guys on really low contracts, try to squeeze as much talent out of them as possible, and then maybe hope that they get like a hometown discount a la Dwayne Wade for the duration of his career here. I don't know if y'all noticed that pattern. And if they do match, they end up overpaying. They end up giving guys like Dion Waiters after like a good 2-week stretch a contract he had no business getting and never ended up living up to. You got guys like Tyler Herro, Kyle Lowry that are getting paid a ridiculous sum of money. Kyle Lowry had one good game this season, and it was today. And it wouldn't shock me after seeing everything this Heat team, this franchise has done since LeBron, a.k.a. their meal ticket, left and went back to Cleveland of all places. They're going to just be like, you know what? That's what we paid him for, those big playoff games. Yeah, all right. Let's keep him on the roster going into September because he's Heat culture. Never mind the fact that he's turning 37. 37. Okay? He's at the end of his career. 3 years from now, he's not going to be in the league. Jimmy? Yeah, probably. Bam? Yeah. Tyler? Yeah, most likely. Most of the rest of this team? No. This is where we are right now. And here's the thing, Heat fans, it's not your fault. It might not be your fault, but don't get into this idea that Pat Riley is some mystical GM that'll make a trade magically happen. Remember, there's a reason he doesn't coach anymore. It's because his style, his coaching style, ran its course in the NBA. New generations came and he had to turn the keys over to Stan Van Gundy and Erik Spoelstra. It might be time for his GM style might be going that way too. And I know my time is just about up, but look, I hope we lose on Friday. I really do, because a lottery pick is not is much more valuable potentially than getting into the first round and getting your stuff cooked by the Milwaukee Bucks.
You just gonna run by that. What did that phone say, Richard J. Mark?
Well, my name's not Richard, but no, it's autoplay. It's supposed to turn on my home pods.
Oh, it's something getting turned on over there, Richard J. Mark. If I heard what I thought I heard,
you didn't.
That was crazy, brother.
Yeah, bro. I know I ain't tripping. Ricky, brother, we appreciate you as always.
It's an Instagram post. Oh, here we go again. Yep.
Look at that. Oh, Ricky, bro. You're not fooling me, bro. I'm not fooled. And I'm not going to let you defend yourself any longer. So we'll see after the snow game. Get to the back. Ant, go back in the little box. Put Ant back in the little box and leave our last panelist in the background. No, he don't get on yet. Bye. Go away until he goes in the little box. Put Ant back in the little box, bro. Ant, talk about the game tonight from the little box.
Let me cook.
Good job, John. Let me cook.
Well, first, I really think I need to sit here and give the original members of the basement their flowers, because I'm a guy that, of course, was brought on for the whole start of this rendition of the basement. I wasn't over there with y'all on your previous ventures, but I certainly listened to both. I listened to everything that was out there, and I was a guy who was admittedly a dumbass prior to the season, and I thought that the internal improvement was enough to make this team solid, which is, of course, very, very wrong. But we know, yeah, of course, and I deserve everything. But I just want to say, with all these people watching tonight, if this is your first time watching the basement or your first season watching these guys, the guys up there, Royal, Brian Chuan, all the other OGs, you now have to be a fan for life, because these guys, you guys up top there, could not have called this season any more perfectly than it has occurred. So I just think you guys deserve some credit for that, because if you're a Heat fan that's out there looking for a network or a show to listen to, how could you possibly go anywhere else but this? Because I sit here as this season goes on, and game by game, quarter by quarter, it's as if it's a bunch of prophets over there. And everything that y'all say continually become more and more true as time goes on. So as someone who was an outsider prior to this, and I understand that I'm doing the meat munching, but I think it's necessary because I think it has to be said. Because we're getting there, second to last stream of the season. We're getting to this, even though I do think the Heat will win to piss this off because that's what they do. But potentially second to last game of the season, I do think that this is something that has to be said because what you guys have done is nothing short of just amazing. The fact that you are not scared to say exactly what you saw. And not only that, but also be 100% right. That being said, I do got a couple notes here of some specific things throughout the game that pissed me off. So I kind of want to get to real quick. One, you tweeted as well, Royal. Bam had DeJounte Murray on him in the post for 20 seconds. Didn't get one look his way. I'm with Brian on this, though. If that's me in the post, I'm screaming at my teammates, give me the goddamn ball. If you want to be a max player, if you want to be 6'9", athletic out the ass, talk about how you own all the strength awards and records in the weight room, you look at your teammate and show you give me the damn ball. I don't want to compare Bam to Shaq, but you think if that was Shaq in the post, you think he's not swinging on a teammate after he don't get the ball with a point guard on his back? That's on Bam to me. Now, yeah, everyone else sucks, but Bam needs to get the ball. Kevin Love sucks. He had a wide open three early on, barely hit the rim. That's supposed to be our stretch big. He pisses me off. There was a play that got a steal. Bam was wide open under the rim. Tyler took a god-awful transition three, which he missed. Y'all wonder why I wrote the song that I did. Jimmy obviously sucked. That's been talked about a lot. Kyle was okay. He had some bad things I didn't like. What else did I got on this? The one play where Tyler passed to Caleb and then ran right into him. Y'all wonder why I write this shit that I write. And all y'all motherfuckers that listen to this song that I made and have the audacity to dick ride this man is crazy. That is basketball 101. You do not jump in the air and leave your feet without knowing where you're going to pass it to. And then when you do pass the guy and you run right into him, that is goddamn bullshit, bro. That is some middle school rec league JV team bench shit. When the human victory cigar comes in at the end of the game because y'all team was up by 20. That's what that bullshit was. There was not something that pissed me off more than that. There was about 5-6 possessions in a row. Tyler held on to the ball for 20 seconds. There was not one goddamn pass. And y'all wondering when all these people like Royal, well, everyone except Twan, they be saying that Tyler Herro makes the offense stagnant. How could y'all watch this game and not see that? It's because y'all blinded by y'all Tyler Herro fanboys, and you don't see that there is 0 passes in the offensive possession when Tyler Herro brings the ball up the court. And it's always settling for some terrible contested shot. Other than that, Miami, they obviously went on their big run, got killed by rebounds. Their big run ended when Bam missed the layup. He is the softest player I've ever seen in my entire life. And I just watched Karl Anthony Towns for the first couple minutes of this game. But when it comes down to it, it's not on Bam. It's not on Tyler. It's on this front office for putting one big man on this team. And that's what happens because anytime Bam Adebayo is on the perimeter, which is something he's very good at, they're getting killed on the inside. And that's why the Miami Heat got blown out today. And that's why they're going to get blown out on Friday.
Cook, brother Donardo. You know, we get to the end of the season. I'm getting a little nostalgic, so you can get a compliment for once. Good job, Ant. We're going to bring up the last member of tonight's panel. We got the boy, Professor Shelton. One time for the one time. If you don't see him, don't worry about it. His voice will carry enough weight. Professor Shelton, tell me about what you saw tonight.
There's winning and there's misery. And I hope every single person in this front office, in this fan base, on this team, I hope you're all feeling miserable right now because you should. This team is an absolute abomination of a roster, both from a level of effort standpoint and a roster construction standpoint. They don't care. They don't like each other. Your 3 best players are completely incompatible in every single facet of the game. Oh no, here we go. It's just beyond embarrassing at this point. And to see people on Twitter absolutely try to frame the argument as we would rather be correct than have the Heat win. I don't have any other words except fuck you. Go fuck yourself. Eat shit. You're a loser. You're a piece of trash. And quite frankly, I hope you just have a god-awful fucking rest of the time watching this fucking team. Because that is the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. I put tons of hours watching this team because I give a shit about this team. So for you to phrase that we would rather be correct than watch the team lift another trophy, raise another banner, you're a fucking idiot. I don't have anything else for you. There's no other way to describe it other than you have 3 brain cells. And so for that, I'm sorry, but I'm not apologizing any fucking more. The season is fucking cooked. There's no way, shape, or form where anyone at this point in time can justify wanting to play the Bucks in the first round of the playoffs and getting their fucking ass spanked for 4 straight games. Take the fucking L. Everyone stay the fuck home. Let the undrafted players go play for their next contract in that 1-game playoff playing game versus the Raptors or the Bulls. Let them play for their next contract on the next team. And then when they get thoroughly spanked and they are not on a next team, then we can go into the lottery with a 14th overall pick and a 0.5% chance to jump into the top 4, because that is a greater percentage chance than we are going to get one single game off of the Milwaukee Bucks.
That is 100% fair. Good job, white people. You guys absolutely cooked. That's why you guys get to be regular size for the rest of the show. Thank you, Frosty Drip, for the $2 dono. He said this game was lost on rebounds and second chance points. That's something that I want to talk about. And since TJ hasn't talked for 45 minutes, I want to let him get in on there. TJ, how was Atlanta able to kind of just whoop our ass on the board all night long?
Oh, it's very simple. They have bigger people than we do. You have bigger people, and then you mix that with not boxing out. You mix that with the one big dude that you do have on the court being at the perimeter, and your small people being at the rim. But their big people are at the rim. It's going to result in a whole lot of offensive rebounds. So they got so many of them. So you don't box out. You don't mask your deficiencies. And then you get blown out on the boards. It's a very simple formula. It's nothing complicated. You mix that with bad defense. You mix that with bad offense, and somehow this ended up being an 11-point game. So honestly, they deserve a kudos. They deserve a congratulations, Miami Heat, because they should have got beat so much worse than they did. Shout out Kyle Lowry, because it should have been even more embarrassing than it already was.
No, for sure. The boy Reed from the fan chat, with the $5 dono, he said, keep adding a little bucks until he brings a Grammy to the network. I don't make the rules. Let me explain something to you. The people over here at the Basement Records, we don't censor our artists. We let them express themselves in the way that they choose to express themselves. Go ahead, Ant. What were you trying to say?
2 people tonight shot over 50%. Kyle Lowry and Tyler Herro. Y'all welcome.
Nobody cares about Tyler Herro shooting over 50% because he did not.
Speak for yourself, brother.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, y'all asked and y'all shall receive. My dog pulling up the work one time for the one time. Jess, how you doing, girl?
I'm doing great. I'm watching this game. We are down 3, so a lot more fun to watch, a lot more encouraging. I'm here. I've been a little butthurt for the last hour or so, but I'm here.
Yeah, we were talking about rebounding and the issues that we were having there, and I guess that kind of ties into one of the primary conversations of the night, which is Bam Adebayo. I think one of the reasons that we were getting out rebounded is because we're starting to see a pattern now of what teams are doing to take Bam away from the glass. Get him switched out onto the perimeter, shoot whatever shot you want to shoot. Nobody down there is going to be big enough to stop you from getting the offensive board. Is that something that you were seeing from the game tonight?
What I saw from the game tonight on that topic is that we're not even smart enough to attempt to box out and get an over the back call. That's what I saw continuously, because we know we're small. We know we pretty much just have Bam who can rebound when he wants to rebound. And so you got to at least try that, like as a last resort. And we don't. They might have done it a couple times, and it wasn't it wasn't because of us trying. It was just them literally jumping over the back and not getting any calls. But you got to do something. We're like the smallest team in the league. I'm so over it. We can't rebound to save our fucking life. Bam was so soft. I heard Kendall for a quick second blaming this game on Tyler Herro, but I think this is fully on Bam's head. He was terrible. He's terrified of John Collins and Bay, and I don't even want to try to say his last name, but the other large gentleman. And he's just soft.
Are you talking about the big African?
I did not say those words.
No.
They got two of them.
Yeah, go ahead.
I
go ahead.
did not want to
give it a
disrespect
shot though.
him.
Give it a shot. Give it a shot though, Jess. I want to hear you say it.
One of them has a white name. So.
Just take the easy route and just say Capella.
Exactly.
Oh, then I'm gonna say she's saying all black people look alike. So I want. Well, I want
Bam looks scared. That's all.
Are you wearing a Lakers shirt?
I am.
Disgusting.
Of course I am.
Let her cook. Let her cook.
I'm about to say cook. Somebody, she wearing the team of somebody that's finna win tonight. Might as well.
Let me live.
Let me go find my Lakers gear. I don't know. I hate the Lakers. Oh no, I already read this one. It's another done. No, I'm looking for. Sorry. Just the bless. That's why I ain't find it. My eyes wouldn't let me look at his words. He said this team is an undersized high school team. I'm with that. Bro, I hate that boy Just the Bless. I don't know why, bro. His voice annoys me. Thank you, Chet the Gamer for 46 for the $4.99. Don't know. He said I'm taking my time to North Beach.
Welcome, gang.
Does Orlando have a beach?
They do today.
Somewhere in the Disney resort.
I'm fucking with that. Bubba, your turn to talk about something. I don't know what else we got to talk about. So let's talk about go ahead.
You want to know what pissed me off the most, and I knew when we were absolutely fucking cooked?
Please.
When Caleb Martin pulled a Josh Richardson and stepped out of bounds before dunking that fucking ball, I knew it was absolutely fucking raps. I knew it was absolutely fucking cooked. Bro, there were people on this app as early as this morning saying, Tyler Herro, Duncan Robinson, a first-round pick, you would give that up for Trae Young? I'm not talking about a take from months ago, weeks ago, minutes ago. I just have one question for the general population. What happened to shame? What happened to shame? What happened to recognizing that you're so fucking wrong? It's unfathomable. And understanding that you need to sit this one out afterward. When Tua Tagovailoa in the second half threw 3 picks on 5 throws, ask Royal on that stream. I shut my fucking mouth, bro. So when you watch your boy Tyler Herro go out there after everybody cooked Ant for a very well-made video and do absolutely fucking nothing, as we all knew, please look up the word shame and get a fucking grip, because y'all have lost touch with reality. Some people have lost touch with reality because they get to ask Tyler Herro questions. Ask him this question for me next time. Have you bought that Rosetta Stone pack yet? Because people are going to PR, DR. Here's the new thing for Tyler Herro. We are done with you. Pick and roll with DeMarcus Cousins, motherfucker. Go learn Spanish, bro. Espanol.
Konnichiwa.
Shingon Carlos. Thank you.
一支后卫，身高6尺10，身披10号战袍，本西蒙斯 ，Number 10，
Jimmy Butler this morning did not drink Big Face coffee. He drank Big Face bitch this morning and smoked 15 layup. Straight up. He said he was stupidly locked in, guaranteed a W, and then actually was like, I will defend Jimmy Butler, but this man actually was complaining the whole game and literally was just underneath the hoop going like this, getting the calls sometimes, giving the call another time. And, bro, my God, Tyler Herro, when he actually had a car crash, what some would call a yard sale in the middle of the court when he ran into Caleb Martin and shoes went flying and the shooting sleeve went off and Tyler Herro's paint-on tattoos ripped off his chest and they went everywhere. In front of all the hoes on national television at home, bro. And y'all got outworked, out-rebounded, and y'all really relied on Kyle Lowry to get you out of that. And that is when not only do the Heat fans need to learn shame, but this Heat organization and Heat players also need to learn shame. Because to go in there in that fourth quarter and just keep setting screen after screen for Kyle, begging him to dribble all the way to the hoop and then dribble all the way back and then turn around and shoot a fucking three. Must have been so hard on those mans. What is he, on his third hip now? Fourth ankle? Dude's got more AI on him than ChatGPT at this point, bro. This is fucking ridiculous. He is a cyborg out there to get him going this morning. It took him 82 games to get right, for real. Have you ever seen a player do this? I mean, we put Kyle Lowry in the microwave and didn't hit 1 minute, didn't hit 2 minutes. We hit 82 games. And then this man showed up. He was
Let that shit sizzle. Let that shit sizzle. That bitch said he got more technology in his body than ChatGPT. That shit's hilarious. Brian, I know you said you had to slide, brother. Give me your last thoughts before you go ahead and make your exit. Yeah. You cooking.
Yeah, no, because this team is ass, like we've been saying it all season. I want everybody to consider, everybody on the panel, everybody in the audience, to consider that this team wasn't bad because their best player was injured all season. This team wasn't bad because they're a young core that just overachieved but isn't there yet. This team isn't bad because they made a really bad trade. This team is bad because the roster construction was fucking horrible. They relied on 11 undrafted players to be rotation guys. They didn't surround Bam, Jimmy, and Tyler with solid talent. They expected Victor Oladipo and Kyle Lowry to regain their all-star form. This is something that Barry Jackson said, that the front office legitimately thought that Victor Oladipo and Kyle Lowry could be all-stars this season or play at that level. At the end of the day, man, this front office, they are disrespecting all of our intelligences, like combined intellect. They're saying that this is cool. They're probably gonna bring this back.
Y'all don't know ball.
No, for real though. And you know what? What's crazy? Next season they're gonna pay Gabe Vincent. They're gonna pay Max Strus. They're gonna bring back the same roster, add a couple more undrafted guys, and they're gonna expect us as a fan base to not only defend the roster construction, support the roster construction, but financially invest in the roster construction by buying tickets, by buying merch, by telling people to watch the game. Listen, at a certain point as fans, we gotta say this is bullshit. We can't keep doing this. We can't keep telling this roster, telling this front office that this is cool. At the end of the day, man, I'm done with it. You can't make me watch another 82 games, 2.5 hours per this bullshit. It's just y'all made basketball, not everybody. This is the fun part, but it's Pat Riley, Erik Spoelstra, Mickey Harrison, Shane, whoever, y'all took the fun. Oh shit! Oh fuck! Hold up.
I can hear you still.
Yeah, you could.
Yeah.
Oh shit! All right. I guess I don't know what I need this, but y'all took the fun out of basketball, and I don't know. That's tragic. That's tragic, man. So hopefully we lose this game on Friday. Hopefully we get a draft pick. Until then, Miami Heat front office, y'all can suck my dick. And I'm out of here.
All right, Brian. Well, I think he said something. We will not have it, though. And when one man leaves, another white man replaces him. Want to bring in the host of the Random Scrub Heat podcast, the boy LJ. He count through that ass.
That's the only thing he's good for, man. He was throwing that thing tonight, though.
First and foremost, I want to congratulate you guys on a wonderful episode. You guys had Jeremy Taché on the Random Scrub Heat podcast. Make sure everybody goes out there, check that out. Make sure you subscribe to the pod on anywhere that you listen to your podcast. But it was a wonderful episode with you and Jeremy Taché. Gave a preview of the play-in. Did not go as we expected. Give me your thoughts on it, brother.
All I know, I've been watching for a little bit, but I can't. I left the room for a little bit too, so I don't know. Did anybody talk about Caleb Martin pulling the playoff Tony Snell? Was that brought up? Bro almost was rocking zeros all across the board. My man was out there getting pure cardio. He's in great shape, so it's I don't think he needs it, but you could have fooled me. 29 minutes, a big fat fucking goose egg. That's commendable in a playoff setting at home. Man, 5 rebounds, which is more than literally anybody else on the team. Not really, because Bam was the leader at 9, but Jesus Christ. It was a sight. And like you said, too, we were talking about it on the pod that, like, this was an important game. The magnitude of this game was huge because, as Bubba was saying as well, man, it's like you get in there against the Celtics, who knows? But I guess we'll never know. I guess we won't, because I said it on the podcast, I'll say it again, man. You're looking right now, the Miami Heat need to start going and picking their pallbearers because it is over. The season is over. They are dead. You are not beating Toronto. You are not beating Chicago. There are a lot of unholy words I could use to say what's going to happen if they face Milwaukee that will get us demonetized on YouTube. That is going to be
Justin already handled that. Like, just an opening video, Justin got us demonetized.
That's okay. Yeah, you're right. Within the first 30 seconds. Yeah.
Yeah,
but
bro.
It's like it's not going to happen, but that's exactly why it will happen, if you know what I mean. Like, this team should have won tonight. They got the doors blasted off of them. They should get the doors blasted off of them on Friday. They'll probably beat the brakes off of whoever they play. And that's because the Heat organization doesn't want to see us have any fun. They don't want to see us thrive, succeed. They want to see us have just come down with just mental just trauma. And it's exactly what's going to happen. Oh, you're good. Okay, that's fair. But it's I don't know. Because
Mickey Arison to the staff at the trade deadline. Mickey Arison after the FTX scandal. Mickey Arison to his wife every morning. Mickey Arison to his children, grandchildren, Carnival employees.
What's the stock at? Do you know?
Mickey Arison to the new company that he just tricked into putting the name on this fucking building for 3 games.
How about that for the first KCA Center game?
3 games.
Down in infamy.
You just called the Casey Anthony Stadium Center.
I mean, they're beating children in there, so it might as well be. I'm seeing a lot of kids get their ass whooped in that arena. Some of those kids, that was probably their first game. That's exactly what she did to her kids, so it matches.
She did a little more than that, but this is brutal. I got a bunch of donos that I'm backed up on, so I'm going back to read these. And I think LJ kind of segued us into like perfectly like predicting the next game. So that's what we're gonna do after I read these. Want to thank Alex Campbell for the $4.99 dono. I got it, Justin. You want to thank Alex Campbell with the $4.99 dono. He said, "Man who said bring on the Celtics, saying what happened to Shane." Listen, bro. Look, thank you, Dan Jordan, with the $5 dono. He said, "All I hear is Scoop theme music." Also, man or Usher Thompson, or Amen or Usher Thompson. I don't know these people. I don't watch college basketball, so I don't care. I want to thank my op, Adam Barai, for the $9.99. Don't know his money is no good here. He said, "Give the white man his money." Adam Barai. That money getting broken down like dope. I don't know if you ever seen $10 split 25 ways, but that's what's about to happen right here. I agree. White man deserves the bag. Royal cap. Those are not my words. Y'all know it. Everybody on this channel know it. Y'all know if anybody gonna get paid, y'all know who it shall be at this bitch. So and it ain't but one of them left on here. So let's talk about this next game. Don't know who we playing, but does it really matter? We've all sat up here and expressed we want to lose. We've all sat up here and expressed that we want to lose this game. So guess what the Heat finna do? I'll tell y'all in just a second. Jess, the girl feeling good?
Who are we playing now?
We don't know yet. We'll find out tomorrow whether or not we play Toronto or Chicago.
Oh, so you're just asking me if I'm feeling good about the Heat winning a basketball game in general? Is that the question?
The Bulls or the Raptors winner?
Yeah, it might be the last opportunity that we get to win one.
No. Listen, I happen to feel that the Hawks are just like very far away from top tier basketball, and we made them look phenomenal tonight. I hate Bogdanovic. I hate Capella. I hate these guys. You want to talk about rivals? Like, everyone hates the Celtics. Like, I don't know what it is. I can't stand the Hawks. The fact that we made them look this good, like, literally irked me to my core. Like, I had to walk out of the room. Everyone's like, relax. Like, oh, and they'll play. No. I don't care about playing another game. I don't care. It was embarrassing all the way around. So, like, I don't think that you bounce back from that. If they have any brain cells, they'll lose the game regardless of who they play, because it just doesn't make sense. Why get swept by the Bucks? Why do it? I don't get it. I don't think it's worth it. Take a rest. Start your postseason early. Do whatever you need to do. Trade everybody or don't. Try to run it back again. Do whatever you want. I don't care. I'm done.
That's not what's been happening. Alex Campbell with the $4.99 don't know. He said, "A lot of us one more time, Roy." Just you wait. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. I got 4 more guys, 5 more people that I got to let get that shit off before I go on here and tell y'all these sweet nothings. Not Alex. You up in the other corner. The boy feeling good?
Dog, the Heat got out rebounded by 40 tonight. And last I checked, the Raptors once played a 3 7-footer lineup or 3 big man lineup. They had Boucher, Pirtle, and Precious Achiuwa out there. What the hell do you think they're going to do to the Miami Heat? It's not going to be pretty at all. And I've seen very few people, fortunately, not that many people are stupid. Very few people have said they want the Heat to win. Do y'all remember how bad 2021 was in that 4 game when Bryn Forbes was outscoring Jimmy? Why would you want to relive that? Like, seriously, why the hell? And I'm talking to you, Will. He was over here texting me saying he wants to win because he believes in playoff Jimmy. That's why you ain't make it through the second round of the basement auditions, Will. That's why. Listen. That shit was not pretty. And we all know that's going to be exactly what happens against the Milwaukee Bucks. Just again, history will repeat itself. Please do not win on Friday. Please don't win.
Isn't this technically like when we should have had playoff Jimmy, though? And he said, I will do everything in my power to win this game, and proceeded to miss 11 layups. So,
you know how the optimists think. That's why the optimists don't think. So you know exactly how they think.
The thing is, that's playoff Jimmy.
You got me.
That's play-in Jimmy is very different from playoff Jimmy.
I
Play-in Jimmy smokes layups.
No, Jimmy just sees the long-term vision of the team and realizes that the only way to win long-term is for him to smoke 11 layups in this game, and then the game after that too.
He's waiting to make those layups on Giannis. I understand.
Or maybe he's giving up and wants to be traded off of this team. I know one guy who will be pretty excited about that, but we're going to go to him after we go to LJ. LJ, the boy feeling good?
Yeah, 1 second.
Oh, y'all just saw LJ credit card number.
No, you didn't get the 3 on the back. But no, it's very, very indicative of how this entire season has gone, that you need a play-in win against a 9 or 10 seed to get the brakes beaten off in Milwaukee, which is exactly why it's going to happen. They will win, and you will see a 1 versus 8 matchup. Who fills the Bryn Forbes shoes? Who fills that role now? That's going to outscore
Grayson Allen.
Grayson Allen. Come on now.
Hey,
Come on now.
Myers Leonard.
Myers Leonard.
If Myers Leonard cooks this team, I will never watch another
Myers Leonard will end up playing more minutes in that series than half of the Heat roster because he will be the human victory cigar in the game more.
Exactly. You are looking at a team that will beat Chicago or Toronto because we will not get the 14th pick. We need it.
It'd be crazy. It'd be crazy if Goran Dragic, Myers Leonard, and Jay Crowder are the 3 players that are most effective against us in the playoffs, in the first round of the playoffs.
I need it.
Like, I'm talking about, like, would that not be the icing on the fucking cake?
You want to talk about sweet justice?
Oh, man. Shelton, the boy feeling good?
Yes. We are 1 game closer to Valhalla. We are this fucking close. This close to getting a lottery pick. Now, is that going to happen? No. They are going to win this game. But they're going to move heaven and earth. Every deity ever existed or imagined into existence is going to have the full back of the Miami Heat squad this next game. And that's unfortunate because as you saw Adam Barai's tweet earlier in the stream, our pick is going to go from 14 to 20. And we are going to get thoroughly bent over, no lube, destroyed by the Milwaukee Bucks. And I don't care if you want the playoffs. You are a fucking masochist for wanting to lose in 4 and worsening your draft pick status because of that. Just to say, oh, we made it. If that makes you feel good, find one of those previous gods that I just mentioned because I don't have anything for you.
Brother. It's like you can see it coming. Bubble, the boy feeling good?
Absolutely, because at the end of the day, we win. Like literally, we'll win, or we'll actually win, and we'll be able to have an opportunity to hopefully get a new owner for this organization who can immediately proceed to call Adam Silver and write him a check. Listen, this is my plea to Adam Silver after we lose on Friday. You want to send a message to the league, fuck off with the tank and shit. You want to make sure that this Victor kid actually pans out and has a good career and isn't a bust, and you can expand the NBA into France better than Rudy Gobert's bitch ass ever could, all this stuff. Send this man to the Miami Heat after we struggle against the Toronto Raptors probably on Friday, and Jimmy smokes 11 more layups. Send a message to the league. Do what's right. Do not let these tanking teams get such a great talent. Get this man Victor in Miami because we will try. We will try on Friday.
TJ, round us out. The boy feeling good?
Oh, the boy is feeling sensational. As the only, fan of the team who's actually done the things necessary to be in the proper place in the lottery. I'm looking forward, to the lottery. I think we have great odds. We could end up anywhere between 1 and I'm feeling like 1 and 5, which is good enough for me. We have Paolo Banchero. As far as the Miami Heat are concerned, ladies and gentlemen, let's look at this entire team and let's look at this entire season. Matter of fact, anything that we wanted the Miami Heat to do, they've done the opposite. We wanted them to tank. They said, nah, we'll be in the play-in. We'll never do that. Let's be in the play-in. We wanted them to, to feature Bam Adebayo in the offense. Oh, we only do it for the first half of the season, and then Jimmy's going to take over. So we're going to be done with that. We wanted them to, make a move. They like, nah, we're going to bring in Kevin Love and Cody Zeller. So nothing's going to change here, ladies and gentlemen. I hope y'all are ready because prepare the courts for disappointment. The Miami Heat are absolutely going to stomp whoever comes out of this 9 or 10 matchup. They're going to look like the greatest team. They're shooting 75% from the 3-point line. Gabe Vincent has 35 as we speak. Like, they're going to go off, and I am going to be here for it. I'm not going to be in a post game because I may end myself. It may be over for me. I may never watch basketball again because I hate this team so much because they hate us. They hate the fans. Anything the fans want, they give us the opposite. We wanted it to be named the Basement Arena. All of a sudden, it's called the Kamehameha Arena. I don't know what's going on. I'm just tired of this team, man, but it's all right. It's all right because all of you people who was against the tank, all of you people who said they'll never do that, I hope y'all enjoying this. I hope y'all enjoy. I hope y'all going to enjoy the Milwaukee Bucks putting their foot so far up this cultured ass that you ain't even going to be able to understand what's going on anymore. I hope y'all enjoying this. I'm not going to be watching it. I'm going to be looking. Maybe I'm watching WNBA hoops. That's what I'm going to be watching instead of this bullshit. But either way, the Heat are winning on Friday. Get ready. Get ready.
TJ, to that end, this team has kind of followed a trend all season long. What's the most annoying thing that we can do to this fucking fan base at this given moment? We got an opportunity to get the 6th seed and play Brooklyn. We're going to go and shoot 70% in the first half. And in the second half, we're going to get dusted by 30. Right now, at this very fucking moment, TJ, even the bitches who wanted this team to win and get in the playoffs, even you hoes, y'all want them to lose on Friday. This loss, this is the one y'all needed. Of course, we've been off the ship a long time ago. Y'all motherfuckers getting off right now after they lost the play-in game to Atlanta. But oh no, hoes. Y'all gonna have to ride this wave. Because guess what? The Heat about to blow that shit out. Fuck is you talking about? And it don't matter if they playing Toronto, all that black lateral movement, Tyler Herro finna bust that shit the fuck up. Tyler Herro about to go for 35 on OG Anunoby ass, one-on-one, giving them the fucking work. Bam finna post Fred VanVleet ass up all night long. Jimmy, oh, y'all getting playoff Jimmy. Kyle, revenge game. Another 33 on their head. You bitches finna get everything that y'all thought this goddamn team was in this next play-in game solely because now you hoes don't want it. But this is exactly what you bitches deserve. You deserve to get put in a fucking pack in the first round because we should have been tanking. We should have been trying to get Scoop. We should have been trying to get Wemby. But you bitches wanted to compete, so let's compete. I hope they win. I hope they fucking win. And I hope they win by a goddamn lot. So you bitches can get right back on that train and make dumbass scenarios where the Heat can beat Milwaukee. And then they go in there and to finish TJ's analogy, I hope they put their foot so far up our ass that the sweat from my knee will quench their goddamn thirst.
Oh yeah, we packing somebody up tonight. Hey,
what you talking about? You ain't finna cut me off, ho. I want to win this game. Only so that you hoes can get exactly what the fuck you wanted. Fuck y'all. We been told y'all to tank. Bitch, play the video, Justin.
Oh yeah, we packing somebody up tonight. Hey, come on in, take your shoes off before we close the door. Few rules, heat packing the air, we about to blow. This the basement, ain't nobody safe. You already know. Grab a seat and kick your feet before you get too comfortable. You want the X's and the O's, the trade, yes and no, friends and the foes, the butlers and the heroes. You can feel it in your soul. So when the ring is the goal, but if somebody need to go, we be sure to let you know. Going hard for my dogs is an everyday thing, like Jimmy